Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome, Big Blue Nation, to the Shakedown. My fault, man. I'm trying to look at this draft history right now. It's blowing my mind. But welcome to the Shakedown. It's the show for the fans, by the fans. I'm your host, Shakes. I got my co-host, Jroc, with me.
What up, what up, what up?
Roldy, we haven't talked to Roldy all day. So, Roldy, if you listening, holla at your boys. We still here. You call in whenever you want, if we still on air. So, Roldy, that's a shout out to you, my brother. Also, I wanted to say one thing, that I am the face of the Shakedown and the Big Blue Nation Uncensored and everything, but all praise gotta go to Jroc. Like, Jroc do some unbelievable work. He did mostly everything for the website. So, really, man, give props all to Jroc, man, for real.
I appreciate that.
No problem, man. Today's topic is Jerry Reese's draft, and it's just his decisions overall since he took over, since, of course, he had retired. So, I'm going to let you go first, Jroc, because I'm trying to look at this draft history because it's really blowing my mind.
All right, well, I got some numbers for you, if you're ready for the numbers. Oh,
yeah, go ahead. Shoot something.
All right, so since he took over for Ernie Croce, I looked at it and I said, okay, because people saying, well, you got to compare him to the other GMs in the NFL. So you know what? That's what I did.
All right.
So I compared him to the guy that he replaced, Ernie Corsi.
Okay.
So Ernie Corsi was our GM from 98 to 06. All right. From that time, he drafted about 66 players, give or take. Out of those 66 players, he had 7 Pro Bowlers. All right. Let me read off the list because I got the list right here.
Okay.
Those Pro Bowlers were Eli Manning, Chris Snee, Jeremy Shockey, David Dill, O.T. Umenyiora, David Tyree, and Justin Tuck. Now, look over at Jerry Reese. Jerry Reese been a GM since 07 to now, present. He drafted, not counting this past draft class, 53 players. All right, out of those 53 players, guess how many Pro Bowls?
How many?
3 Pro Bowlers.
3.
3 Pro Bowlers, and those Pro Bowlers are JPP, of course.
Okay.
Steve Smith, and the other one you're going to be like, oh, well, I forgot he went to the Pro Bowl. Zach Diassi.
Oh, of course, yeah, special teams.
Special teams, he was the long snapper, yeah. So he went to the Pro Bowl in 08 and 2010.
Yassi.
So basically, he's not drafting quality players, man. And those are the facts, those are the numbers. 7 Pro Bowlers against 3 Pro Bowlers.
Hold on, let me go back. Hold on, wait a minute. You said Yassi, Steve Smith, who's not here no more.
Exactly.
Really, nah. And who was the other one?
JPP,
who's another guy that is on a question mark that if he has a bad season, we might not resign him. Am I right to say that?
Exactly.
Am I right to say that? So,
yeah.
So for people to keep on saying, well, let's stop criticizing Jerry Reese. He gave us 2 Super Bowls. well and dandy. That's good. The perception of those Super Bowls mainly is that we won it on luck. Now, I mean, I'd rather be lucky than sorry is my saying all the time. But at the same time, we don't want to be like the Patriots that is consistently in AFC Championship games.
Exactly. And they consistently win 10 or more games a season. 10 or more games a season every year.
Come on. And really, what is their foundation? Because they don't go and make big splashes in free agency all the time. I mean, they make some moves, make more moves than we do, but mainly they work through the draft. Whether they trading up or they trading down, they're aggressive. They are aggressive. And this conservative thing that he so-called learned from Corsi and all the rest of them is you stay pat and you get the best player available instead of getting your guy. I don't understand.
I don't know. To me, it hasn't worked out for him. He should just go and get his guy.
Oh, you would say DeYossi, Steve Smith, and JPP are the only Pro Bowlers. And don't let me really praise Corsi, because 7 Pro Bowlers ain't that. I mean, that ain't too.
It ain't that much, yeah.
Yeah, you know, like I'm not saying wow.
Over 8 seasons.
You know, so what basically that is saying is, for the last 2 GMs, the last eras, we have been drafting crappy players. Is that safe to say? I mean, really, we're talking about what, 10 since '98?
Yep, 10 Pro Bowlers since '98.
Come on.
And only out of those 10, only I think 4 are still on the team.
Come on, man. And then what makes it so bad is that you don't have no shame in saying you messed up. I mean, you have no shame in just saying, okay, he's nothing. Wash, get up out of here. Threw Knicks away like he was a piece of meat to a pit bull.
True.
I mean, really, like, come on. He says, I'll give you a 1-year show-me deal, and it's like, no. But this is your first-round pick.
Yeah.
Your first-round pick. Aaron Ross. Let him go. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
We'll
My
just keep
thing
on
is with
drafting
these,
corners every year, but keep on forgetting about linebackers and tight ends.
my thing is with the Giants fans. How long are Giants fans going to keep saying, well, we won 2 Super Bowls? Like, how long can you say that for?
They're just going to give them
Next
a pass.
2 years, 3
I mean,
years, 4 years?
I mean, because you win these Super Bowls, and we wasn't no juggernaut team when we won these Super Bowls. We wasn't. We was more of a juggernaut team when we lost in the playoffs the next year, playing when we won the Super Bowl in 2007.
Exactly. Yeah, look, if anybody doesn't agree with us, call in, please. 929-477-2686.
Speak your piece.
Call in and tell us why Jerry Reese is this excellent and the best GM in the world. Please, call in.
In Reese we trust. In Reese we trust. They are so quick to throw that out there. I'm not trusting them. How about that? I'm not trusting him. Now, he did what, you know what I mean? I told him, well, I didn't tell him specifically, but I ran it on BBK, and I said, we got to be aggressive. We got to be aggressive on free agency. Spending money, and he did it, and that's great. That's great. But I said, be aggressive in the draft. If you're going to be aggressive in free agency, be aggressive in the draft. And he pretty much played it safe. Pretty much. He just went for the guys that he thought was a sure shot. Instead of saying, you know what, this is where we lack at. Let's handle these errors. Errors. So, instead of saying, oh, we got to score in the red zone, his main focus was, we got to keep Eli upright. I don't care about that red zone right now. So you just put that on the back burner because you were so quick to pick up an offensive lineman. And, yes, we needed it. Of course, I said it numerous times. I said it even before everybody else was saying it. But it's a way that you can do things, and you can be aggressive. Hey, shoot, you should have traded up. You threw away some picks with the picks that you had. I mean, really. Like, I'm impressed with Burhay's tackling and hitting, but it's big question marks there. You know what I'm saying? Is he even going to make the team? You know?
The fifth round?
Yeah.
Matt Burhey?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is he even going to make the team? I mean, I like him, but I'm just saying, it's a question mark.
Yeah, we got a lot of defensive backs, man.
Denard, I mean, I look at his highlights. I mean, it wasn't too impressive. I mean, I looked at, probably 3 minutes of it, and then I was like, I'm bored. And none of it came out to me. Like, when I watched Ogletree's highlights last year, I was like, oh, my God. You know what I'm saying? Wow, solid.
Then you got to factor in, like I said on Tuesday, you got to factor in that he's injury prone. He was injury prone in college, so you don't know if he's going to even be healthy.
More question mark. I mean, how many question marks do we want? And then Steve from DC, he goes on and he says, we gotta let these guys develop. Don't go after Andre Johnson. What? Don't go after Andre Johnson because he's 32 years old. But do you see him? Do you see him? He's more in shape than the guys that just got. He's more in shape than the guys that just got drafted. Yeah, he had some injury concerns too. But if you can bring in a guy like that for Eli Manning, why not? And to let somebody else develop, they can develop. But why do we go and depend on these guys?
They can still contribute to the team and
exactly.
Develop while we have a monster wide receiver.
Right. It's not like, let's say when we had Plex, was we still drafting wide receivers? I think we drafted Carter and Sonoris Moss and all of them. We were still getting more weapons when we had a dominant wide receiver. So it wasn't causing their development then. So why now? Why we gotta throw these guys on the field and we don't know what they're gonna do? I know what Andre Johnson gonna do. He's gonna kill.
Exactly.
Be aggressive. Sound like a cheerleader right now. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. I really do. I'm just tired of him not making moves. Staying pat. Now he looked like he was out of character when he was going shopping spree in free agency. Which, I mean, we got good players.
I'm like, he's making moves now.
Yeah.
I'm like, Jerry's actually making moves because he usually does nothing in free agency. You barely hear from the Giants.
But you know what's so sad? About it is that we are so happy that he gave us some bodies in here and some players, that has names that we know that is good. Instead of saying question mark, we know that it's good. You know what's so sad about it is that none of these guys are A-plus players. None of these guys are it-fact players that we picked up. I mean, really, besides DRC, and we don't even know if he's an it-fact player.
Yeah, I was about to say DRC, but then it's like, well, the Broncos let him go without even crying about it.
Exactly my point. So, yes, you had went on a shopping spree, but really, did we make a huge splash We never make a huge splash. We never get a star that you be like, oh my gosh, the Giants got him. Come on now. And yeah,
True.
I know that, it's a cap thing and you got to manage the cap and everything, and that's fine, well and dandy. But we can't get the stars that we want, or we can't make that splash that we want because JR always messing up in the draft. We got to compensate for this. We got to compensate for a bust in the third round that we picked up, Ramsey Barton. We gotta compensate for a guy that could not play it down, and Clinton sent him in the second round. We gotta compensate another second round that we just pooped and threw away in Marvin Austin. We gotta compensate for that. So we can't make these splashes. We can't do these moves that every other team is making, juggernaut moves like San Francisco and Seattle and Denver and New England. We can't be like them. But I tell you what,
Exactly.
New England draft well. They draft good every time, and they come out with stars that they get in the third round. This is what I'm saying. They go ahead and they get who they want. And whoever they want, it's like a lot of people there, then they'll trade back. They have no quarrels. And if they don't like a certain batch of group, they'll trade back. Have no quarrels. But, please believe, if they want somebody, they go get them.
This is true. I mean, this is something that the Giants don't think they should do. But every year we get these mediocre or average players, and then Giants fans wonder why we don't make the playoffs.
Every year. And I gotta sit here and drink a bottle of Pepto-Bismol watching mediocre play from the favorite team that I love to watch. I don't only watch nobody else. So I gotta sit here with an attitude. So can y'all understand why I'm mad? I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired. I don't want to go through another season saying, we got playmakers. We can get all the way down to the 10-yard line, but we can't score. We got to settle for 3 points. I'm tired. I'm tired of doing that. I'm tired of looking at linebackers not knowing what the hell they fucking supposed to do and just flying around with no direction. I'm tired of it.
It's crazy.
I'm tired of not having a shutdown corner to lock down these prolific number one wide receivers, a la Calvin Johnson, a la Andre Johnson, a la Larry Fitzgerald. These guys kill us every time. Don't let me forget Brandon Marshall. He puts us over his knees and spanks us. I mean, didn't he score like 3 touchdowns against us or something? Can't stop.
Who did?
Marshall. Brandon Marshall, Chicago.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what I said on Tuesday, man. I'm just waiting for the preseason. Let's see what happens in the preseason. We got 5 preseason games this year, so they better make something happen, man. Because what happened last year was unacceptable, man. That was an embarrassing season, man. Some of the games we couldn't even compete. We weren't even competitive in some of these games, man. It was embarrassing to be a Giants fan.
And we seen the writing on the walls in the preseason. We seen the writings on the wall in the preseason.
Yep.
You know, offensive line was moving like musical chairs, no stability, and we was like, okay, it's all right. It's all right.
We want to fix it.
Yeah, it'll come along. And it never did. Never did, man. Running game, we haven't had a running game in years. Hopefully this year will change that with the bodies we got now. I mean, impressive the running backs that we got on this squad now. If they can stay healthy, yeah, getting back to giant football. But that's what I'm saying, man.
Exactly. But look, I have nothing against Jerry Reese, but none of these people, man. I just want us to be successful. I want us to be a double-digit win team every year, man. I'm tired of, like you, I'm tired of being mediocre, man. I'm tired of being average. 8-8, 9-7. Come on, man. Let's get 10, 11 wins per season.
I want a juggernaut team. I want that team to be afraid to play us. When they look on that schedule and say, oh, we got the Giants, we know they're going to beat up on our quarterback.
Exactly.
So protect the quarterback. We got a game plan for this game. Right now, they ain't afraid of us. Nobody's afraid of us.
Nope. People are more afraid of Eagles than us.
Really? Shoot. Browns might have more fear factor than we do right now. And for darn sure the Lions do.
That's what I was about to say. Even Detroit, but they don't have no defense, though. I don't know why they picked Ebron. I'm still scratching my head over that one.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Because didn't they get a pass rusher? And you get another pass rusher to go on the other side of Ansah with those big boys in the middle?
Yeah, but who they got at cornerback, man? Who they got at safety?
Right.
Not too much.
You're right about that. If you can have a little bit of time, we're going to pick them apart. We're going to pick them apart week one, boy. If we get a little bit of time.
But look, then you got to make sure you score in the red zone. You got to make sure you score in the red zone because they will score on you.
And it ain't like we can run it with those big clogs up the middle. It ain't like it's going to be easy to run it in. So, week one, we really going to need a tight end. Hello?
Look what the Lions did to the Cowboys last year.
I just heard everything, yo.
The Cowboys couldn't stop them either. Yo, Megatron had 300 yards, yo. It was like they was playing catch out there with the Cowboys.
DRC, man, he better lock him down, man. He better lock him down. I got confidence that he's going to do well. I mean, I'm not told that he's going to actually stop him, but I think he's going to contain him.
Hold on, we got a caller. Hold on. Let me bring this caller in. What's up, caller? Welcome to Shakedown.
Hello?
What's your name? Where you calling from?
You must have hung up.
Yes, he hung up.
Well, I was hoping that these guys that, in Reese we trust would call in and dispute this because, I mean, they act like he gets a pass for these draft picks because we won 2 Super Bowls. But we wasn't juggernaut teams when we won these 2 Super Bowls.
Exactly.
So,
hey, call back in, man. You still got time to call in, caller. So call back in, 929-477-2686. Go ahead, Shakes. I'm sorry.
No, you good. I'm just tired, man. I'm tired of hoping. I want to be like, man, our team is sick. And we always have these question marks where as though we don't know what we going to get. We never know what we going to get. And then people want to say, oh, that Jake Ballard and, a tight end will come along. I'm not depending on it. I don't want to depend on it. I don't want to depend on that. Can we lock these main positions up that we need, that is a problem for us in areas that we need?
Sure. Look, we got a comment on the Twitter board. His name is Angelo. I can't pronounce his last name.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
All right. He says, do you think that Beckham's pass for Eli will get him on the field faster?
Beckham's what?
His pass, because you know he has a pass for Eli. They went to the same high school and all that.
Oh, yeah. Well, not,
they went to
the same high school, yeah. And he went to Eli and Peyton's camp, too.
Yeah, the passing camp, yeah.
I think so. I think that Eli was really lobbying for Beckham, too, because the whole LSU thing, you know, it's a lot of ties there. And he engaged to, what's that celebrity? You know what I'm talking about? Beckham.
Jr.?
Yeah.
No, I don't know nothing about that.
He got a celebrity. So, I mean, he already got a little star factor with him. So, I mean, I think Eli was really lobbying for him. So, I think the connection is going to be there because there's going to be familiarity there.
Well, I mean, he was always, look at their family. I mean, his mom was in the Olympics. Pops was a running back for LSU. So, he already know how to handle all that.
Yeah, he got the pedigree already. I'm gonna speak on something like for bloodlines because my pops he was a beast playing basketball, and you know when I was born I had natural gifts. You know, like things just came to me naturally that not a lot of other kids my age had. So I had a little advantage over a lot of other players. And that's how I feel like with bloodline players is that, they already got their skills naturally from their genes, from their pops or their grandfather or something like that. So when you got a bloodline, like I'm big on bloodlines. Like you'll always find me like, oh, like when Sonoris Moss was in the draft, I was big on getting Sonoris Moss. I thought he was going to be just like Santana. He disappointed me, but it's okay. Shout out to
everybody
Moss.
did. I'm right along with you. Everybody thought he was going to be like his brother.
Yeah, so. But shout out to Sonoris Moss, man. Doing his thing. Any more comments?
All right, so last 2 minutes, just, what's your final word?
Closing statement. My closing statement is this. Reese needs to draft better. Reese needs to be aggressive in drafting, and he needs to be aggressive in free agency when he can and when it's beneficial to us. I don't want to just go and spend a lot of money and just throw away money, but I need him to be more aggressive than he has been in the past. I'll say that. But great job, Jerry Reese, on the off season. I'll give it a B+, be positive, and let's play football, but get us a tight end, please.
Yo, real quick, you think they're gonna sign this kid Grimble? I saw on his Twitter page say he's headed to New York.
Yeah, I seen it too, and I commented on it and said, man, you better ball out because we need it.
Well, like I told people on Twitter, I don't think he beats out Robinson. I don't think.
Well, even if he's going to be in a rotation, if he can ball out, so I need him to ball out.
Cool.
But that's it for the Shakedown, man, and we're going to bring y'all another show tomorrow. I don't know what topic we're going to do yet, but we coming back tomorrow, and probably all next week too. So, hey, Roldy, man, holla at your boys. One.
All right, we out. One.